Hello, this is Broly SS Guy, and I'm back with another video. This video is pretty much about Sony's dead IP, Heavily Sword. I mean, it's still in PS Plus, but it hasn't got a part two. Now, the creators of Heavily Sword are the same ones that made this game here. I think it's the same ones that made this game here, Hellblade. So, my thing is this, like, if Sony doesn't want to do anything with the IP for Heavenly Sword, then give it to Ninja Theory. Then again, I want to say give it to Ninja Theory if they was going to make it mostly black. But since they got new leaders in charge now, and they want to go to this exclusive thing all over again, so okay, take that back. How about give it to Insomniac or give it to Santa Monica Studios? I mean, Santa Monica's good with the chains with Kratos, so I can see like a good partnership with them with that game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they'll do well with Santa Monica or like I said, Insomniac. Um, my thing is this though, Ninja Theory, they didn't just abandon Hellblade One after they made Part One. They kept making their games. Now I guess Sony owns the IP of they own the IP of Heavenly Sword, so that's why Ninja Theory is not able to work on that game. But the thing is like the game is just sitting there all these years, just sitting there from PS3, just only playable through like PS Plus. That's it. And what I don't like is how Sony just treats it like it's just dead and gone. It's like it never existed. Like even though I just sit there and said that you got on PS Plus, but a lot of some like parts making another one, making part two. That's what I mean by dead and gone. It's like they don't want to ever come back to that game, and yet they putting all these money on games that's like what do you call it, live service games and shit. Um, I think it sucks. Cause like I really did like Heavenly Sword. I actually bought it again about a couple years ago. It's like the pan version of it. It's like a red case or whatever. And yeah, I did run into issues with like frame rate for that shit. Bro. I don't know if it's a bad port probably or just you know maybe I just got a bad copy. But yeah, it was a lot of frame rate issues with that game. But I don't know. When I played the demo, it didn't play like that, so it ran smooth. My demo. When I had a demo for PS3, it didn't have no kind of like frame dropping like that. But for some reason, on this disc version, it's like it's kind of bad. But I don't know. I just want Sony to bring that game back. Like they so stuck on Aloy, Ellie, and some other chick from Ghost of Yosei, whatever. But yeah, she to me, in my opinion, I think she's pretty much the first female lead that they ever made that had their own game was Naruto. Naruto, and they had her in the All Stars game too as well. Anyway, like I said, they need to go ahead and give it to somebody that can, pull off the gameplay, like Santa Monica or Insomniac. And I think that they'll do a great job with her character, with the game period, and with combat and everything as well. But I'm just sick of seeing IPs like Twisted Metal collect dust over all these years. I haven't got a Twisted Metal game since PS3. They had one for PS4, but it just never took off. I don't know what happened with that game. Like it was shut down. Did it ever come out at all? Like what happened with that game? We just got a Twisted Metal game back then on the PS4. I don't know. It was running about that just changed their mind. Or did it come out and just flop? I don't know. I wanted to get it so bad, but I just couldn't see it nowhere. Um, Motorstorm, love that game. Car racing, something besides Gran Turismo, like, and I never got to that game like that, but I love some Motorstorm. Fun game, all kind of dirt bikes and buggies and all that kind of stuff. Bigfoot trucks. I had mad fun playing that. It's like they want to focus so much on. You can make that live service shit. Fucking Motorstorm, race car game, but they have it. See, I think the reason why Destruction All Stars died because it's a fucking battle arena game. You just stay in the damn arena with the cars. Cars should be out there in the open world and be customizable. Make the car customizable. You know, I like the Destruction All Stars, but it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just needed more to it than just riding around in circles in an arena all the time. After a while, that does get a little boring. You know, like, then like you don't get them kind of new maps, nothing like that. Same maps over and over again, over and over again. It was no kind of. They didn't like Destruction All Stars did not get a lot of like services. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't do a lot of like putting a lot of work into that game. Same old maps. Going there, it was fun, but it got a little stale after a while. You know, that's why I don't play fight games as much as I used to. To me, it gets stale after a while. It's the same arenas, you fight it out. Same arenas, you fight out. And I'm a big fighting game fan. But at the same time, like, after a while, I get fighters fatigue from just doing the same shit. Even though you do fight different opponents, but like it's just you know what you gotta do, get in there, fight, get out. But see, like I mean, I guess that's for any game. You know what I'm saying? Like you go to the same maps, locations, and blah blah blah. But like with the open worlds, they had that for like Motorstorm, like just being able to ride out there and just have more space to move around in instead of just being in an arena so much. Then I think it'd be a lot better. But those are games I want to see come back. From Twisted Metal, Heavenly Sword. Now, this game is not Sony's game, but I would love to see it come back with the Swords Rad, Dante's Inferno. Love those games, bro. Twisted Metal is like one of the main games I played the most on my PlayStation, my PS2 days. PS2 days and PS3 was Twisted Metal. As far as my multiplayer like that. You know, it was, pretty much local, multiplayer. I didn't play too much online. I don't know if they had online available for those games back then as far as Twisted Metal. But I was able to play with friends and shit, locally. So have fun playing it either way, offline or on. But yeah, I just want Sony to start paying more attention to the old IPs. I heard about to bring out Infamous. That's cool. I really didn't play that Infamous like that. I played like a little bit of it. I don't know. Um, I thought it was a cool game, but I didn't really didn't play that much of it. It wasn't because I I don't know. I was just young, so I was just probably doing a lot more things besides just you know play other games. You know what I'm saying? So uh, that's cool. They gonna bring that game back though. Hopefully they bring back some other games as well, like Killzone. It'll be pretty cool to see come back. But yeah, guys, what do you guys think? Do you want Sony to go ahead and start focusing on games that should come back from the past, like a blast from the past? I think so. I think it's time, man. Like, put it on PS. So you want to sell PS6s? So Heavenly Sword looking like this, but you know, Naruto, Naruto. own story, looking like this with her own story, fight mechanics and everything. But she don't got. But it shouldn't have to be like this, far as like third person over the shoulder. Keep it like a. I just want these kind of graphics though in the game. You know what I mean? But like, it doesn't have to be like this close up. I don't want her like this fucking her. I want her to be like kind of like the God of War thing, like the original God of War. You know what I'm saying? From a good distance and get to see the whole area. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just being up close and personal like this, I'm not complaining about this right now for God of War either. The newest God of War, I can't stand this shit. You know what I mean? Everything, it's something hitting your
We
ass.
can't
You
stay
got
here.
some kind
Too
of like
cold. Taking you over. Let's
some
climb.
kind of indicator that
Don't tell
shows that
anything
what's hitting
about
you
today.
instead of like getting
Use your
be
mind.
able to
You
see
are
the
a
distance of
warrior.
like how far you are to
A
see
warrior.
where they're coming from. You know what I mean? Like that's just my opinion though. Like to each his own. A lot of people like they like this version better, like up close like this for God of War, but I'm just not to it. I mean, I can play it, you know what I mean? But I'm not like, oh my god, I gotta have it this way. Nah, I prefer the old way better. I prefer the way where the camera's like from a good distance and get to see your whole character and see the enemies coming at you from around you. But other than that, I just think Sony needs to just, give Aloy a break. If it ain't just, it's probably just like what's his name, Herman Holt. He's the one that's like so uh, crazy about Aloy. He's just like pushing out everywhere they could be. You know what I mean? Like, um, instead of just saying, well, let's go back to like Heavenly Sword and like let's go ahead and work on this game because this is a female character that has her own game, like Aloy. And, I know what though. I gotta give Aloy her props. Is like she started with her own game. She didn't have to piggyback off of like other people, whether male or female. You know what I'm saying? Like I respect that more than anything else. But anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. What's you guys' opinion? Do you guys want to see Heavenly Sword come back? Do you want to see it for PS6? I want to see it for PS6. Or do you not want to see it come back? You didn't like the game. How you feel about Heavenly Sword? No, plus, the other games I mentioned earlier in the video as well. So, like far as Twisted Metal, um, Murder Storm, Killzone, what else did I mention? Swords Wrath. I know that's about the company I'm just saying. I just want to see that come back. And so on. Alright, guys. This is Boy, this is guys signing off. One love and peace. Let me know in the comment section how you guys feel about what I talked about.